But the school thing is sensitive, man.
Yeah,
The school,
no, for
because
sure.
we've been sold a lie.
Yeah.
And I think just to isolate the three of us as parents, we're constantly thinking about where our kids would shine.
Yeah.
So now we have to constantly think about what does shining look like? What does success look like?
Amen.
And then try and put them in a path to get to that.
Look, I'm feeling you as the timer, you know.
Yeah.
But part of my just studying life principles, thinking, and how the world works. If I can just what I need from the kid right now, just for them to understand the most basic things, maths, the plus, and not even like complicated math. You know, kind of there's lower grade maths and there's this upper one, pure maths and something else.
No, now it's maths,
maths.
lit, and there's core.
They might just have the basics
But
of
there's
maths.
still AP maths as well,
Be
yeah.
able to communicate.
Standard grade, no higher grade.
What I've realized about I've realized about all the schooling systems, at times it boils down to the kid.
Not at times. Not at times.
Kapai.
It always boils down to the
I've
child.
seen kids who went to schools, and I know them very well, went to these very expensive schools. Hey, it's dumb towards it. They're just normal kids, man.
Yeah.
Just parents had money and they took them to these
Sure.
schools, you know. So I think if you can give your kid a template of how to survive, irrelevant of the school, whether they went to whatever school, teach them how to survive.
But I'm saying, Uti, you said, I think for me,
Yeah.
it boils down to the child.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about Mina Nolungelo. Itama took us to every single soccer game ever.
Yeah.
And he had soccer clubs and he wanted us to practice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys went opposite. You guys went extreme.
You see?
They taught you a black thing. You're like, we are shining.
So, and then it's certain things where you like weren't exposed, like playing the trombone. Where did you see that? You know, so it boils down to the child. So, you know, we're trying to do in this world risk management.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to live in an area where it's as less crime as possible. That doesn't guarantee that you won't get hijacked.
No, for sure. Yeah.
You understand?
But also the thing of schooling, we want to take our kids to the best version of whatever school is, all because we can give them the things that we think they want to need in adulthood. We can't.
No, I don't think that's the thinking.
No, I think it is. I think we're outsourcing something that we can give our kids.
I agree, but I don't think that's the thinking for the average parent.
Okay.
I think the average parent is like, what's the best school based on whatever the metric that has been put out there.
Sure.
And then, because as far as my matric results, I say Kes versus Northcliffe High. As far as we can guess maybe Mafundi Pep, but we assume that sending your child to St. Stadions is better off than sending my child to Bryanston High. It's an assumption. Yeah, but based on how they sell, because this is a PR machine.
But also in that, what I'm saying, what I'm putting the point to Guti, it's because you can't do certain things. I mean, from an employment perspective.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So you're making sure that they go to that school because the assumption is at least uzothola span.
Yes.
It's a good school. And good schools result in kids having work. I mean, if you look at graduates, there's more employed graduates than unemployed graduates.
Yeah.
Those are highly unemployed.
Yeah.
But people who have degrees, there's a higher chance of going to totally span. So you taking them to the best thing results in a better high school, better varsity. Better varsity means span.
Sure.
I think that in our context,
Sure.
it changes slightly. So how I also got a little one now. But I think my biggest stress is that you know that you are the better black.
Already.
Already. You as an individual. You know you are not the
You're top 5%.
You're saying you as the timer to
Yes.
when
When as Pigo, just
yes.
Pigo.
Me as an individual
is the top 5% black.
Yes. So my stresses then change because I then look at my daughter and I say, I need her to thrive in her way, which then becomes a bigger stress because the amount that you're paying or what is perceived doesn't matter anymore because I my biggest stress is picking up where she will thrive as earliest as possible, because she might thrive at we in 2024. She might thrive at a Northcliffe High School or Bryanston
Yeah.
because of her personality, or she might thrive
At a pressure. Or
at a
routine.
pressure, depending on the personality. But I need to identify these things early. Or she might thrive at a tech school because you've got the opportunity to, your stress becomes because you need to sort of identify those things really, really early so that you can push it in that direction. So it then changes from sending them to the best school, because the best school sometimes kuzobhala ukuthi, I mean, I think in Johannesburg, what is Rodin? Rodin is the best girls' school. I don't know what they by counter
Abantu
kanjani.
base St Mary's bayakubuka nje bokhuluma.
yazi ngisho
Abantu base Kingsmead
But
bayakubuka. Girls from a pressure are looking at you. They saying, why are you saying what you're saying?
So
That's what they're asking. Surely.
Rodin.
With that attitude.
With the attitude. But like, then you need to, like, the hope is to identify your child's characteristics and what they are early, so that you can find the best school for them.